Nigerian Army able seaman of the Nigerian Navy, signifying the end of dispensation to the political arena of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And at the end of the national and defense flags, they will now proceed to fold the flag before handing them over to the regimental sergeant gas brigade, who will in turn proceed to hand it over to the gas brigadier general A.M. Umar, after which he will proceed to hand it over to the Chief of Defense Staff, General Lucky Irabo, CFR, who would be finally handing it over to the immediate past president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Muhammad Buhari, signifying the end of his administration. We shall be witnessing that shortly.
Stand up! Ce que se passe, mesdames et messieurs, est le pillage des deux drapeaux, le drapeau national et le drapeau de la défense. Et comme j'ai dit, vous verrez les deux officiers qui sont au terrain de parade. Il y a le commandant de brigade de garde, le général de brigade A.M. Umar, qui va recevoir les deux anciens drapeaux et les deux nouveaux drapeaux. Il le passera au chef du corps de la défense, le général Lucky Irabo. Et Irabo passera les deux drapeaux au président du Nigeria, le président Bola Ahmed Tinubu. C'est ça qui signifie le début d'une nouvelle ère par la gouvernance au Nigeria. C'est une activité très militaire et indication qui indique la passation du pouvoir. Voilà pourquoi nous sommes ici le matin. Merci beaucoup.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, what you are witnessing at the moment is the folding of the national and defense flags. They are being done by Corporal Kalu Chigozie of the Nigerian Army, Able Seaman Timur Emmanuel of the Nigerian Navy, Sergeant Samson Kanu of the Nigerian Army, and Sergeant Ndoma Patrick of the Nigerian Air Force. And see them paying compliment after folding the flag. The flag bearers turn about and march smartly towards the Regimental Sergeant Major Gas Brigade, Master Warrant Officer Aliu Umar, who is carrying a case as he pays compliment, opens the case, and first the defense flag is being placed, and the old national flag is also being placed in the case, carried by a Regimental Sergeant Major Gas Brigade. Pay compliment, turns to his right, marching smartly towards the Commander Gas Brigade, Brigadier General A.M. Umar. Comes to a halt as the commander pays compliment. He takes a step forward, hands over the case flag to the Commander Gas Brigade. As he takes steps backward, paying compliment, the commander turns to his right, marching towards the Chief of Defense Staff, General Lucky Irabo, CFR, who pays compliment before receiving the case flag from the commander.
Le général de corps de brigade vient de passer le drapeau national et le drapeau de la défense. Son Excellence, le général Irabo marche majestueusement vers le président. Il passera le drapeau à l'ancien président Buhari et M. Buhari passera le drapeau au nouveau président Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Can see the Chief of Defense Staff handing over the old national and defense flag to the immediate past president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Muhammad Buhari, signifying the end of his administration as the new national and defense flag will be given once again to the Chief of Defense Staff. And see the new cased flag, national and defense flag being presented to the new president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who will in turn present the new national and defense flag to the Chief of Defense Staff, General Lucky Rabo, CFR, as he turns about.
Le président Bola Ahmed Tinubu a passé le drapeau au chef de corps de l'armée de la défense, le général Irabo. Irabo passera le drapeau au commandant des gardes des brigades et nous aurons l'usage de ces deux drapeaux dans quelques minutes. C'est la passation du pouvoir. Merci beaucoup.
You can see the Chief of Defense Staff handing over the case flag to the Commander Gas Brigade, who turns about and proceeds to hand it over to the Regimental Sergeant Major Gas Brigade Nigerian Army, Master Warrant Officer Aliu Umar. He pays compliment and receive the case flag from the Commander Gas Brigade, Brigadier General Aliu Umar, who pays compliment as the Regimental Sergeant Major turns about carrying the brand new cased national and defense flags to hand it over to the flag bearers as they pay compliments. He opens the case flag, and first to be retrieved is the new national flag by Sergeant Udoma Patrick of the Nigerian Air Force and the new defense flag by Sergeant Kanu Samson of the Nigerian Army. Pays compliment as they turn about, proceed to hand them over to Corporal Kanu Chigozie of the Nigerian Army and Able Seaman Timor Emmanuel of the Nigerian Navy. Compliment being paid there once again as they take a step forward to receive the brand new national and defense flags compliment being paid as they turn about and proceed to put of the national and defense flags respectively, signifying the beginning of a new administration of the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR.
Mesdames et messieurs, vous témoignez maintenant l'issage du drapeau et du drapeau de la défense, ce qui signifie le commencement de la nouvelle administration et une nouvelle ère pour le Nigeria. C'est vraiment un moment historique, l'issage du nouveau drapeau. Merci. As the reveille is played while the new national and defense flag are being hoisted. Thank you.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the lowering and hosting of the national and defense flag, respectively, may I now most respectfully Defense Staff General Lucky Irabo, TFR, to take his seat. And may I also crave the indulgence of the Commander Gas Brigade to usher the immediate past President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to take his seat. The Commander, sir. His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR.
Hold on! Arms!
Very good.
Presidential inauguration parade from the 29 officers, 450 members of the armed forces, and Nigerian police on parade. Ready.
Well, there we can see the former president of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, taking his leave. He goes straight to the airport, and from there he's lifted back to his base. As we've been informed, he will be on his way to Daura, his hometown, and he has waved everyone goodbye. And now the 16th president of Nigeria, President Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, after that change of colors, is now going to inspect the parade. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. Well, I read an article this morning. We're still waiting for the exact title that he will choose. Yes. Whether he will prefer to be addressed as Chief or as Asiwaju or simply as President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But we'll know in due course as soon as his protocol people inform the public accordingly.
Yes.
The special guest of honor and reviewing officer for today's historic occasion, former senator and two-term governor of Lagos State, the founding member and former national leader of Nigeria's governing party, the All Progressives Congress, a notable progressive leader, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is a visionary who has made personal sacrifices to advance the common goal in Nigeria and beyond. His His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu obtained a degree in Business Administration, Accounting and Management from Chicago State University, Illinois, United States of America in 1979. He was on Chicago State University Dean's List throughout his stay at the university and won an outstanding Students Award and also bagged a Certificate of Merit in Accounting and Finance. In his final year, he emerged President, Chicago State University Accounting Society. It should be worthy of mention that while still in the university, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu was headhunted for both international and local companies, including Mobile Nigeria, where he held important positions like Senior Auditor and Company Treasurer. He left the company to embark upon his political career in 1989. The virtues of courage, determination, commitment, vision, focus, and a strong sense of purpose that have characterized Bola Tinubu's politics drove his emergence as one of the country's most successful governors after Nigeria's return to democratic governance 23 years ago. His stewardship of Lagos State between 1999 and 2007 remains a reference for good governance in Nigeria and across the region. Among the most influential and impressive of his achievements as the governor of Lagos was his revolution of the state's environmental policies and the creation of thousands of jobs for Lagosians through the private sector partnership program he established. Other important achievements while governor of Lagos include education reforms, under which now thriving mission schools were returned to their original owners after decades of government control. Free education and West African Examination Council forms for school leavers, giving underprivileged children access to further education, more career opportunities, and better life prospects. Civil service reforms, which led directly to the introduction of a more responsive and expert-led civil service in Lagos. Judicial reforms and Lagos Master Plan blueprint, which has been and continues to be followed with great success by all subsequent governors of Lagos. Also worthy of mention is that as a first-class financial strategist, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu overhauled and reformed government and revenue collection in the state, taking Lagos from a yearly internally generated revenue of 14.64 billion naira in 1999 to 60.31 billion naira in 2006. These innovations laid the groundwork necessary for Lagos to have the revenue to improve the state and modernize living conditions of all of its inhabitants. A graceful leader imbued process, Bola Tinubu. Of the 21st century in Nigeria is written. It will record Bola Tinubu's rare courage and foresight in guiding his party, the All Progressive Congress, to victory in 2015, and how, working with other parties, he has launched the determined efforts of then the ruling party to turn Nigeria into a one-party state. His Excellency Bola knows politics much as he understands the game of power. Indeed, his democratic footprints go beyond Nigeria. They span the continent, especially in one of the Nigerians' foremost nationalists and champions of federalism. As one of the few leaders and champions of democracy with the potential and experience to improve the fortunes of his people, Bola Tinubu is the very best man, and today, the 16th President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is happily married to his lovely wife, the 16th First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Her Excellency, Senator Mrs. Oluremi Tinubu, and the union is blessed with amazing children.
Mesdames et messieurs, Son Excellence, le 16e président de la République fédérale du Nigeria et commandant en chef des forces armées du Nigeria, GCFR, est né le 29 mars 1952. Il a été 2 fois le gouverneur d'État de Lagos, pendant laquelle il a fait des réformes durables dans les domaines pédagogiques, financiers, judiciaires et la création des emplois. Son Excellence a eu sa licence en l'administration des affaires, comptabilité et la gestion à l'Université de Chicago, Illinois, aux États-Unis. Il a aussi travaillé comme unité supérieure à Mobile.
Son Excellence, le président a revu la parade. Maintenant, il va continuer avec les délibérations militaires. Ouais.
Thank you. That was the citation on His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. May I now hand over to my co-compare, Captain Anebi Ababa, to continue with the remaining parade.
Thank you very much, Flight Lieutenant. First to say Mrs. Olubumi Badejo and Mr. Mohammed Tijani for the wonderful citation of the special guest of honor on this auspicious occasion. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the inspection, we shall witness shortly the parade commander seeking permission to continue with the rest of the parade.
May I have your permission to carry on with the rest of the parade, Your Excellency?
Presidential permission has been sought there and graciously granted by His Excellency, the special guest of honor and the reviewing officer for today's historic occasion. We can see the parade commander, Lieutenant Colonel Salim Yusuf Hassan, riding on a white horse named GMB to take his position to commence the march past. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please happy viewing.
This inside.
Red will march past in slow and quick time. Division into columns. Forming squad on the right and left. Color party leading by the center. Right and left wheel. Slow march.
Your Excellencies, most distinguished invited guests, very senior officers, ladies and gentlemen. There's still event unfolding here at the Eagle Square, where activities climaxing the presidential inauguration and swearing-in ceremony of the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. Witnessed a while ago the parade commander giving orders for the guards to form 3 ranks and commence the march past. What you are witnessing now are the guards forming squad without changing formation, before forming an extended line formation by the guards towards the saluting days, led by the color party. The essence is for the guards to pay their respect to the special guest of honor who has taken his position in the saluting days, and also for the reviewing officer to take a close look at the turnout of the guards who are impeccably dressed at close range. The file pass will involve the guards from the squads on the right and left of the parade before presenting arms to the special guest of honor, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Grand Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it will also interest you to know that the file pass towards the saluting days and the forming squads by the guards is another display of silent drill, as the guards are only reacting to the initial words of command given by the parade commander before the commencement of the march pass. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please happy viewing.
Excellences, les officiers supérieurs, les chefs d'État des pays africains qui nous ont honorés avec leur présence, mesdames et messieurs, ce que nous voyons maintenant actuellement, c'est les membres de la force armée nigériane avec le commandant des parades en avance, les escortes des drapeaux, les réduits. Ils marchent vers le dias des salutations afin de montrer et justifier la loyauté de la force armée nigériane au président, son Excellence Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Il marche majestueusement, calmement, avec la dignité, courage, la fierté, qui sont les qualités de l'armée dans le monde. Vraiment, c'est une activité kaléidoscopique, pleine de couleurs, qui signifie une nouvelle ère dans la disposition, nouvelle disposition au Nigeria. Mon commandant, mon capitaine Abakwa, je passe la parole à vous.
Monsieur Mohamed Tijani, distinguished guests, very senior officers, ladies and gentlemen, what you are watching at the moment are the guards forming squad to the right and left of the parade ground, preparatory for the presenting of arms to the special guest of honor to show their unalloyed loyalty to the exalted office of the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. To the left half of the saluting days, we have the number 1, 2, and 3 guards provided by the Nigerian Army. And to the right half of the saluting days, we have the number 4 guard provided by the Nigerian Navy. Behind the number 4 guard is the number 5 guard provided by the Nigerian Air Force. And the last guard for today's occasion is the number 6 guard provided by the Nigeria Police. In the middle of the parade ground facing the special guest of honor as a turnabout now are the color party. And we have 4 colors on parade this morning. We have the national color, the Nigerian Army regimental color, the Navy color, and the Air Force color being carried by commissioned officers known as ensigns to the colors. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, witnessed a while ago the various guards paying compliments, all to show their unalloyed loyalty to the special guest of honor. And after paying compliments, they are now retreating back in an orderly fashion. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please have it.
Mesdames et messieurs, comme vous voyez, il y a 6 gardes comparables ce matin. Nous avons les 2 premiers gardes composés de l'armée de terre nigériane. La 4e garde est composée de la marine nationale. La 5e garde est composée de l'armée de l'air nigériane. Et nous avons aussi la 6e garde composée par la police nationale. Le président s'approche.
Inauguration parades, Independence anniversary, and in honor of visiting presidents. Today we shall be witnessing the firing of the 21st salute to signify the great respect and unflinching loyalty that the Nigerian Armed Forces and the Nigerian Police have for the exalted office and the personage of His Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria. On that note, that I request our distinguished guests not to panic at the sound of the focus by the State House artillery battery when the 21st salute is being fired. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please have a few.
Merci beaucoup, le capitaine Abakwa. Les officiers supérieurs, permettez-moi de vous donner une petite histoire de Canon. Coup de Canon est une activité militaire. Le coup de Canon est fait à l'honneur du président en visite. Et ici, nous avons passé le président en visite au Nigeria, ou au cours de l'anniversaire en chef d'État, ou les jours fériés. Le coup de Canon collectif aussi le jour de l'indépendance. Et au Nigeria, cela se fait la loyauté, sans faillir, inébranlable, que le force armée nigérien ont pour la fonction que le bureau du président de la République fédérale du Nigeria. Donc, n'aie pas peur, on va tirer le maintien en commun après cette activité. Merci.
Merci. Thank you very much, Mr. Mohammed Tijani.
It's a great honor. I'm happy that you are here.
I now hand over the microphone to my co-compare, Lieutenant Odunayo Logodana, to guide us through the march past round.
How are you? Thank you.
Your Excellency, Senior
Thank you very much. Thank you.
distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. We just witnessed a while ago the guard forming squad without changing formation towards the saluting dice led by the color party to pay their respect to the special guest of honor. And also for the review officer to take a look at the turnout of the guards who are impeccably dressed at close range. Any moment from now, we shall be witnessing march past by the guards. Your Excellencies, the guards having marched into line shortly, the march past round the parade ground will commence with number 1 guard leading, and the other guards following suit in ascending order. The guards will take turn to pay their respect to the special guest of honor, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. May I at this moment please request that when the color parties marches towards your seating position, you are please expected to rise as a mark of respect to the colors, as the colors create a feeling of pride in soldiers and ex-soldiers. Officers and warrant officers in uniform are expected to salute. Thank you.
Mesdames et messieurs, il y aura 6 gardes à parade ce matin et nous aurons 48 personnels. Et le premier garde est commandé par Moussa Hamza Yakoubou, le commandant Moussa Hamza Yakoubou et sous-officier Mani en arrière. Nous avons aussi deuxième garde composé par l'armée de terre nigériane. Elle a comme commandant Amina Shankar, n'est-ce pas?
Standing in front of the state box are requested to move back to their seats. You are not expected to stand in front of the state box. Please move back to your seats. Move back to your seats. If you don't have anything to do in front of the state box, you are kindly requested to go back to your seats. Thank you.
Your Excellencies, taking you back to the happenings on the parade ground. Advancing squarely towards the saluting dice is the mass band. The mass band on parade today comprises personnel of the Nigerian Armed Forces and the Nigerian Police Force. The band is commanded by Squadron Leader Amos Adeyinka Olojude, the Assistant Director of Music, Headquarters Nigerian Air Force. He is assisted by Captain Kennedy Bua of the Nigerian Army and Lieutenant Commander Emmanuel Oluwole Ajayi of the Nigerian Navy and Deputy Guard, which is commanded by Major Benjamin Toruwa Adoka. The Left Sub-Guard commander is Captain Abdulkadir Sanusi Rijiki. And to the right is Captain Buadu Danladi. Warrant Officer Rudolfo Ogunamelu is the conducting warrant officer behind number 3 guard. And closely following number 3 guard is the color party. As earlier mentioned, there are 4 colors on parade today, and these colors are carried by commissioned officers known as ensigns to the colors. The ensigns to the national color is Captain Chizibu Success in hand. The ensign to the regimental color of the Nigerian Army is Captain Jafar Jajere Mohammed. The ensign to the naval regimental color is Navy Lieutenant Okereke Philip Apel, while the ensign to the regimental color of the Air Force is Flight Lieutenant Okaga Ogene Umosu. Shall we please rise as a mark of respect to the color? Officers and warrant officers in uniform are expected to salute. We also have escort to the colors and parade regimental sergeant majors as part of the component of color parties. Behind national and regimental color of the Nigerian Army is Master Warrant Officer Victoria Unisa. Behind Nigerian Navy color is Master Warrant Officer Edeche Samuel. And behind Nigerian Air Force color is Master Warrant Officer Hussein Igita. Paying compliment right now is number 4 guard, which is commanded by Lieutenant Commander Tomilayo Lukman Dali. The Left Sub-Guard commander is Navy Lieutenant Emmanuel Chukwemeka Oji. And the Right Sub-Guard commander is Navy Lieutenant Paul Ebu. The conducting warrant officer behind the guard is Warrant Officer Okweru Ebike. Now paying compliments is number 5 guard, commanded by Squadron Leader Gifts Chiamaka NMI. The Left Sub-Guard commander is Flight Lieutenant Samuel Chiamaka Abe. And the Right Sub-Guard commander is Flight Lieutenant Shehu Owolabi Ajotumobi. The conducting warrant officer behind the guard is Warrant Officer Mohammed Suraju. The last guard, which is number 6 guard, is commanded by Superintendent of Police Aminu Shuaibu Indabawa. The Left Sub-Guard commander is Deputy Superintendent of Police Adil Magaji Ese. And the Right Sub-Guard commander is Deputy Superintendent of Police Abdullah Sadatu. The conducting warrant officer behind police guard is Inspector Sunday Danlami. And behind the last guard, which is number 6 guard, is the parade adjutant, Squadron Leader Usman Babasambo, riding on a horse named Umar, after the Commander Guards Brigade, Brigadier General Aminu Mohammed Umar. May I once again please request that when the color parties marches towards your seating position, you are please expected to rise as a mark of respect to the color. Officers and warrant officers in uniform are expected to salute. Thank you.
Merci beaucoup, mon lieutenant colonel. Mesdames et messieurs, comme vous voyez, nous sommes toujours à Eagle Square après avoir témoigné la prestation des serments au nouveau président du Nigeria, le président Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Comme vous voyez, mesdames et messieurs, nous avons 6 gardes en parade ce matin et le commandant de parade est toujours en avant avec, il est sur son cheval. Les autres officiers sont sur parade et vraiment c'est une activité kaléidoscopique et vraiment cela indique. Il annonce une nouvelle ère dans la disposition du Nigeria. Mesdames et messieurs, comme vous voyez, le premier garde est commandé par le capitaine Man Issa et le commandant Moussa Hamza Yakou. La deuxième garde est commandée par Major commandant Olufumi Lola. Troisième garde est commandée. Non, il y a 3.
Well, what a colorful, glorious moment there. I mean, looking at our services, our soldiers, and the policemen, and the various arms of, the Nigerian Armed Forces marching past. You feel like you want to take off your suit and go and enroll and wear beautiful uniform. But we've seen the inspection of the parade by the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and also the march past, quick march past, slow march past by various arms of the Nigerian security establishment. Well, we now go to the airport where we have our correspondent Mary Chinda reporting from the airport as the arrival of former President Muhammadu Buhari is still being expected at the Abuja airport. Hi, Mary Chinda. Well, good to see you. Has the president arrived or is still on his way? And what is the situation there at the Abuja airport?
Okay, we expect the president. But it is worthy to note that one of the presidential planes has already carried some of his family members to Daura, where they're expected to be resting, of course, after this 8 years of serving the country. However, the former First Lady Aisha Buhari is actually here as well. She's awaiting her husband, and that plane over there is going to be taking the president, the outgoing president, to Katsina, where he is billed to be received by, of course, family members. But in company of the outgoing president today is a plethora of ministers who had actually served in his government, from the outgoing Minister for Humanitarian Affairs to the for Labour and others as well. Of course, the two spokespersons have also been spotted here. Both Garba Shehu and, of course, Additional have also been spotted here. I was just trying to get a feel from the outgoing Minister for Humanitarian Affairs about what it really felt like to serve in the government. Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. Okay, just very quick one. When I was there, it was under me. Okay, just very quick one, as I was saying before we went on air. What exactly did it feel like serving under the outgoing President Muhammadu Buhari?
Well, let me start by thanking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for bringing us to this date and for the opportunity given to us. And secondly, to also express my profound appreciation to His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari for the trust that he has restored in me or on me to serve in his cabinet. Well, serving under His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari is a great honor and a great privilege. And this is a leader whom we all very much respect and we all very much cherish. And he has exhibited such a high sense of leadership quality that once he assigns you with a job or with a responsibility, he has that trust in you for you to discharge your responsibility in the best way that you are supposed to do it. So it's a great privilege and it's a great honor serving under his administration.
Do you have any hopes or expectations of the incoming president? I mean, Bola Ahmed Tinubu has just been sworn in as the 16th president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Well, of course, I have this high hope in the administration of His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because he has demonstrated that while he was governor of Lagos State, and he's a great leader. So we expect much from him. Inshallah, he's going to do his best. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. That was the outgone Minister for Humanitarian Affairs right there. I mean, expressing gratitude for having the opportunity to serve the country in the capacity that she had. And we're also being joined by another minister. Now, tell me, Ma, you had an opportunity as a woman to serve under the outgone leadership of the former president. Now, tell me, what exactly was the feel, especially for you as a woman? I mean, we've had a lot of conversations about the 35% affirmative action for women and all of that.
Yes, it was a very fulfilling experience. I started off as the Executive Secretary of BITAT when we won the elections. Then I went on to be the Minister of State of the Environment and the Minister of State of the Niger Delta Affairs. I see this as the fulfillment of the dreams that we all had in 2015 for President Muhammadu Buhari to come into power. And he has fulfilled that dream. And today is the end of it. But we are glad that we're transiting, and we have transited very well, into another government of which I have very high hopes of excelling.
All right, thank you so much, Ma. Oh, well, I mean, that is what it actually is. But in a couple of minutes, we're going to be having the outgone president, the former president, Muhammadu Buhari, who's also billed to be inspecting the Guard Brigade right there. And then, of course, head home to Katsina State, where he has said he's going to be spending a lot of time with his cows and all of that, as he is retiring.
Thank you very much, Mary Chinda. Great job there, giving us the opportunity to hear from Shadia Umar Farouk CON, outgone minister, and also Sharon Ekeazo, outgone Minister of State for Niger Delta. We go back to the Eagle Square to continue with the proceedings.
May I also inform our distinguished guests not to panic at the sound of the firing of 21-gun salute, for it is the sound of freedom of our great nation, Nigeria. As earlier mentioned, number 1, 2, 3 guard is provided by the Nigerian Army. Number 4 guard is provided by the Nigerian Navy. 5 guard provided by the Nigerian Air Force. And number 6 guard provided by the Nigerian Police Corps. Permit me at this moment, Your Excellency, to hand over the microphone to Captain Godfrey Anebiabapa to continue with the commentary.
Thank you very much, Lieutenant Odunayo Olopodana and Mr. Mohamed Tijani for the commentary so far. Your Excellencies, most distinguished invited guests, very senior officers, ladies and gentlemen, it's still event unfolding here at the Eagle Square, Abuja, Nigeria, where activities climaxing the presidential inauguration, a swearing-in ceremony of the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. Witnessed a while ago the various guards marching in slow, quick time, having paid compliment to the special guest of honor. A short while from now, will revert back to their positions, come to halt by numbers, beginning with the number 1 guard. That particular aspect of the parade of this magnitude is one that will be thrilling and exciting to our audiences, both here and those viewing from their TV screens at home. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, permit me to hand over the microphone to Group Captain Enanle to guide us through the air display by the Nigeria Air Force.
Thank you very much, Captain Amapa. Guests of honor, sir, Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, I warmly and heartily welcome you all to the aerial display segment of this ceremony. 5 aircraft types from the Nigerian Air Force Infantry are performing in today's aerial display. The first aircraft was the Augusta 109, which you saw, proudly displaying the national colors during the hoisting of the national and defense flags. The crew comprised Squadron Leader Larry Azi, Flight Lieutenant Shaibu and Areola. Helicopter operates out of 405 Helicopter Training Group Enugu. Unit commanded by Wing Commander Deji Omokunga, tasked with the conduct of advanced combat training for NAV helicopter pilots. The remaining 4 aircraft performing will be in the following order: F-7 call sign Tiger, Super Tucano call sign Phantom, L-39 call sign Cobra, and the JF-17 with call sign Thunder. The Nigerian Air Force was established to provide the full complement of forces to enhance the Nigerian military posture. This was born out of observations made by Nigerian Army personnel during peace support operations on the need for airlift capability. Established in 1964, the Nigerian Air Force at 59 today has indeed come of age and matured into a formidable fighting force, highly capable of applying air power in pursuit of national security imperatives. Accordingly, today's aerial display will be performed by pilots and crews of the most extensively tested and probably the best air force in this region of the world. On display today will be the professionalism and skill of a highly dedicated group of airmen and airwomen. The display today is a mark of appreciation as well as a pledge of unalloyed loyalty to the constituted chain of command. To start off the aerial display today is the F-7NI call sign Tiger. This aircraft is piloted by the 101 Air Defense Group Makurdi, unit commanded by Group Captain M.B. Mwazu. Distinguished guests, please cast your attention to the 3 o'clock position to acquire the Tiger as it comes for an afterburner pass. May I also crave your indulgence not to panic at the Tiger's roar. This sound of freedom is a nightmare to terrorists and bandits, but it's also Ladies and gentlemen, the Tiger. The red-hot flames at the tail of the aircraft are the result of the afterburners, which act to increase the thrust of the aircraft and allow it to generate a very high rate of turn. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for this agile interceptor of your beloved Nigerian Air Force. F-7 is a supersonic fighter interceptor aircraft with the primary role of defending the territorial airspace of Nigeria. Since its induction in the Nigerian Air Force in 2010, has played a vital role in defending the nation. Next is the Phantom Formation, comprising 3 Super Tucano aircraft which operate out of 407 Air Combat Training Group Kainji. The lead aircraft, we have Squadron Leader Kabir Usman and Wing Commander James Santiago Bako, the unit commander. Number 2 is being flown by Squadron Leaders Festus Oga and Dr. Super Hastro. While in number 3, we have Squadron Leader Zaki Getto and Flying Officer Moses Kasam. The Phantom Formation will execute a Desert maneuver and an echelon turn to set up for a bomb burst maneuver overhead the arena. Super Tucano was inducted into the Nigerian Air Force in 2021. It's a light attack aircraft manufactured by Sierra Nevada Corporation, United States of America in partnership with Embraer Defense and Security Company of Brazil. So far, the aircraft has performed exceptionally in combat operations across various theaters to ensure the security of our dear nation.
Well, former President Muhammadu Buhari has now arrived at the Abuja airport on his way to Daura, Katsina State. Earlier on, Mary Chinda told us that the plane is waiting. An advanced aircraft had already taken members of his family to Daura. And now the former president with his spouse, Ajia Aisha Buhari, there at the airport and saying goodbye to the officers who are at the airport to see him off. And after that, well, the next reception will be in Daura. Before he leaves now, there will be, also goodbye to the guards that are there, maybe that had been done earlier. But this is the final departure as the 15th President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Many ministers there. We can see Dr. Chris Ngige. Earlier on, we heard from Minister of State Niger Delta, Sharon Ikeazo, and also from the former Minister, I must say, of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster and Social Development, Sadiya Umar Farouk, CON. Well, quite a long, queue of officers there as the president heads towards the aircraft. That every good thing that has a beginning must also come to an end. And there it is there. It's taking, receiving pleasantries and, quite these are officers of the Air Force, seeing of the president. Now he's going to go to the days just to take the salute from that, lineup of guards. They must be from, I guess, from the Brigade of Guards to see off the former Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. There, yes, he goes to the podium, and then he waves by to the guards. Okay, that done. Yes, he didn't go onto that podium. An indication that power has changed. And there is his ADC, former ADC, going with him, carrying the old military colors that were handed over to the ADC, the defense flag, and also the flag of Nigeria. As the president also, a lineup of ministers there. We could see Garuba Shehu there, and other ministers. Minister of the FCT is also on that lineup. All of them probably saying thank you, sir. And that is the Chief of Staff, Professor Ibrahim Gambari, who has also done a great job. And the Vice President is also at the airport. Former Vice President, also at the airport, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, to see off his principal, his boss, as he gets into the aircraft. He will turn and wave to everybody, and that's bye for now. See you later, Nigeria.
All right, that's the end of an era. That's it. President Muhammadu Buhari enters the aircraft en route to Daura, the end of an era with his ADC, and everybody, bidding him farewell that served with President Muhammadu Buhari. This is the second time one of those few Nigerians that got a chance to have a stab at it twice.
Yes.
But in the military khaki and also as a civilian elected president. So I think we'll just wait while they prepare the flight, the plane to fly, and then once it gets airborne, they will say, truly, it's been the end of an era.
Truly symbolic. This day must come for every elected president when they will bid goodbye and perhaps reflect on how well they've served the Nigerian people. But it's instructive to see that he's had quite a number of people turn up for him at the airport to say thank you and farewell, led by the Vice President or former Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo.
And this is symbolically also the last, flight in the presidential plane, by former President Muhammadu Buhari. As former president.
Former presidents, if they have to go on an assignment, they could ask the office of the NSA to release, any of the aircraft.
But this is the last flight he's going to take.
But this is not the main aircraft. This is not the code sign NA1. This is just a smaller aircraft in the fleet. And it will return to Abuja after dropping him off immediately.
Definitely. I mean, you don't take it away like people have the habit of taking away government property. It doesn't have to be parked in Daura. It goes back to Abuja. And please, that's also instructive for other government officials not to take pots, spoons, pans, away. It's really important. Not even take matchbox away.
Not even pillowcases. Some people made away with pillowcases, we were told. But, that doesn't happen at the presidential level. Never at the presidential level.
Well, Ruben, when this plane eventually takes off and lands in Katsina, I think there will be celebration. Because the last time a son of Katsina State was president, he did not arrive home alive. Yes, Umaru Yar'Adua, who was president there. Of course, in 2007, he came into office, but he did not go home alive. Today, President Buhari is boarding that plane alive and is going back to his people. There will be celebration in Katsina. Of course, there will be celebration in Daura, his homestead.
Really important one. Well, so I think everything will be clear for flight now.
I'm sure that there will be a lot more today that, we'll be witnessing. The ceremony at the Eagle Square is still ongoing, and Well, okay, the door to the aircraft has been shut, so that aircraft is likely to start moving shortly. You could see that the president is accompanied by a few persons. That's how it is done, to follow him home. Some of them will spend 2 days or 3 days, and then, of course, everybody will start their life afresh. That's how it is.
End of an era. Well, all right, I think pretty much that's about it for our own broadcast here, our telecast here. Our colleagues will come in afterwards, and you have 2 pictures there. And
well, still,
okay.
the parade is still ongoing at Eagle Square, but still to come, we'll have the air display by the Nigeria Air Force, cultural troop display. The inaugural speech is another item on the program that a number of people are looking forward. His first speech as Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces and President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Well, we have images there from the parade ground. The special coverage of the inauguration will continue with Rotus Odiri, Temitope Fagbemi, and Rolake Akinkunbe Filani. They'll be here to take you through the afternoon session of our coverage. Stay with us. It's still the Arise News channel.
Nucleus of our air defense system. Aircraft will execute a 360 degrees maximum turn with afterburners. Thereafter set up for victory rolls overhead. JF-17 is one of the most recently acquired aircraft in the Nigerian Air Force inventory, having been inducted in 2021. Aircraft was manufactured as a joint venture between Pakistan Aeronautic Complex and Chengdu Aircraft Industries of China. It's a 4.5 generation supersonic multi-role fighter aircraft possessing excellent air-to-air and air-to-surface capability. The aircraft is now setting up to perform victory rolls overhead this arena. Execution of the victory roll, thunder salutation to our special guest of honor. stronger together.
The drumming of an army. The tennis of the West.
Symbolize the
Call for
Nigerian
us.
flag and
Our
colors
nation.
of the tribes.
This
of
is
the
Nigeria.
6 geopolitical
Aye. This is my motherland. Aye.
As you can see, an array of calisthenics, synchronized display,
Wait.
and
Yo.
dance
Yebo.
steps.
Wait. Yo. Wait. Yebo. Wait. Yo. Hey. Yebo. I hope you see.
Bola Ahmed Tinubu, do solemnly swear that you will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that as President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I will discharge my duties and perform my functions honestly, to the best of my ability, and faithfully, in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the law. That I will abide by the Code of Conduct contained in the 5th schedule to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will not allow my personal interest to influence my official conduct or my official decisions. That I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So, help me God.
All right, it's official. Bola Tinubu has been sworn in as president and commander-in-chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the largest economy in Africa. Good afternoon and welcome to Arise News. You're still watching a special coverage of the 2023 inauguration ceremony here in Nigeria. I am Rutis Odiri.
And I'm Rolake Akinkubefolani. Yes, Bola Tinubu becomes the 16th president of the largest economy in Africa.
And Temitope Fagbemi will also bring you activities from across the states of the Federation where fresh hands have taken the baton while others retain the seat for another 4 years. Stay tuned as we give you blow-by-blow account of the unfolding activities. Our special inauguration coverage continues right now.
Bola Tinubu and Kashim Shettima have been sworn in as President and Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Tinubu becomes the 16th President of the nation. They were sworn in on Monday, if that's today, not too long ago, at the Eagle Square in the Federal Capital Territory. The oath of office was administered by the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Olukayode Ariwola, in the presence of former President Muhammadu Buhari and family members. First, to take the oath of office was Vice President Kashim Shettima.
I, Kashim Shettima, do solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That as Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I will discharge my duties and perform my functions honestly to the best of my ability and faithfully in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the law. That I will abide by the Code of Conduct contained in the 5th schedule of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will not allow my personal interest to influence my official conduct or my official decisions. That I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So help me God.
Bola Ahmed Tinubu, do solemnly swear that you will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that as President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I will discharge my duties and perform my functions honestly, to the best of my ability, and faithfully in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the law. That I will abide by the Code of Conduct contained in the 5th schedule to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will not allow my personal interest to influence my official conduct or my official decisions. That I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So, help me God.
All right, and there you have it. History in the making. Lots of cheers and applause from the audience at Eagle Square, the onlookers. Timi Tokba and Rolake, how are you guys taking in what we're seeing today?
Well, I think it's a mixed bag, actually. You know, a lot of people are obviously happy. It's a new dawn. We have a new
there are no possibilities of things going all right. So I think it's important that we keep our eyes open. Vigilance is always is the watchword with respect to democracy. But I'm confident that our democracy will thrive and the rule of law will be sustained in our country. Thank you. Thank you very much. Great.
What do you think about
Thank
the
you.
new president?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes.
All right, so there's the vice president who was talking about the rule of law and democracy. But I mean, Tim talk about Nigeria has been
Gombe. My regards to him. All the excellency, the head of state, president, and leaders of various countries here present. Former head of state, a great man, committed and highly honest to the development of this country, General Yakubu. My dear wife, the new First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu. Your Excellency, Vice President Asif Shetima and his wife Nana Shetima. Senate President, distinguished Senators Ahmed Lawan, House of Representatives Speaker, Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila and his wife Salamat. The Chief Justice of the Federation, Olukayode Ariwola, Your Excellencies, Governors, here present, the Chairman of our party, APC, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, former APC Interim Chairman, Chief PC Akonde, and my brother, Chief Chegun of Toba. Distinguished Senators and Honorable Members of the House of Representatives, Honorable Ministers and members of the just dissolved National Executive, members of Diplomatic Corps, the Royal Fathers, men of the armed forces, I salute you for your sacrifices and the supreme sacrifices you've made for this country, for the men and women. We thank you. And we thank you the way today is going well. Gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my fellow citizens, I stand before you honored to assume the sacred mandate you have given me. My love for this nation is abiding. My confidence in its people, unwavering, and my faith in God Almighty is absolute. I know that His hand shall provide the needed moral strength and clarity of in those instances when even seem have reached the limit of human capacity. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this day is bold and majestic, yet bright and full of spirit, as is our precious nation. to march beyond the dimness of night into open day of renewed national hope. The question is, and we must now ask ourselves, is whether to remain faithful to the work inherent in the building of a better society, or retreat into the shadow of our unmet potential. For me, there is but no one answer. There are we are too great a nation and too grounded as a people to rob ourselves our finest destiny. The nation's journey has been shaped by the prayers of our founding fathers and other millions, and the collective sacrifices of us all. We have endured hardship that will have made other societies crumble. We have shouldered the heavy burden to arrive at this sublime moment where the prospect of a better future matches with our improved capacity to create that future. To the surprise of many, but not to ourselves, we have more firmly established this land as a democracy in both word and deed. The peaceful transition from one government to another now is our political tradition. This handover symbolizes our trust in God, our enduring faith in representative governance, and our belief in our ability to reshape this nation into a society it was always meant to be. My brothers and sisters, permit me to say a few words to my predecessor, President Muhammadu Buhari. Mr. President, former. You have been an honest, patriotic leader who has done his best for the nation you love. On a more personal note, you are a worthy partner and a friend, and may history be kind to you. For many years, Nigeria's critics have trafficked the rumor that our nation will break up, even perish. They have even redesigned the map. Yet we are here. We have stumbled at times, but resilience and diversity have kept us going, and we will keep going. Our body may make us bend at times, but it shall never break us. Instead, we stand forth as Africa's most populous nation and as the best hope and strongest champion of the black race. As a citizen, we declare as one, unify the people, devoted to one unified nation, national cause, that as long as this world exists, Nigeria shall exist. Take me back to the old man's impact there, General Yakubu Gowon. Cliché, if Nigeria won the task that must be done. If you are young or old, you will remember. Today, faith and destiny join together to place the touch of human progress in our very hand. We dare not let it slip. We live high this touch so that it might shine on every household and in every heart that calls itself Nigeria. We hold the beam aloft because it lights our path with compassion, brotherhood, and peace. May this great light never extinguish. Say amen. Our administration will govern you only on your behalf, but never rule over you. We shall consult and dialogue, but never dictate. We shall reach out to all, but never put down a single person for holding view contrary to our own. We are here to further mend and heal this nation, not tear and injure it. In this way, may I offer a few comments regarding the election that brought us here today, to this junction. Yes, it was a hard-fought contest, and was also fairly won. Since the advent of the Fourth Republic, Nigeria has known had an election of a better quality. I said so. The outcome reflected the will of the people. However, my victory does not render me any more Nigerian than my opponent. Nor does this render them any less patriotic. They shall forever be my fellow compatriots, and I will treat them as such. They represent important constituencies and concerns that wisdom dare not ignore. Some have taken their concerns to court, seeking legal redress. That is their right, and I fully defend that exercise of this right. This is the essence of the rule of law. Over decades ago, our founding fathers bravely gave us this country to place Nigeria on the map of an independent nation. We must never allow the labor of those who came before us to wither in vain, but to blossom and bring forth a better reality. Let us take the next great step. The journey they began and believed in. Today, let us commit ourselves to placing Nigeria in our hearts as the indispensable home for each and every one of us, regardless of creed, ethnicity, or place of birth. My supporters, I thank you. So who did vote for me, I thank you as well. I extend my hand across the political divide. I ask you to grasp the national affinity and brotherhood. For me, political coloration has faded away. All I see here are Nigerians. All of you. May we uphold this fitting and excellent notion as a new Nigeria idea. My fellow citizens, Nigeria ideal, which I speak of, is more than just an improvement in economic and statistics. These things are important, but they can never convey the fullness of our story. Our mission is to improve our ways of life in a manner that nurtures our humanity, encourages compassion towards one another, and duly reward our collective effort to social ill that seek to divide us. Our Constitution gave us a nation on paper. We must work hard at bringing these noble documents to life by strengthening the bond of economic collaboration, social cohesion, and cultural understanding. Let us develop a shared sense of fairness and equality. South must not only seek good for itself, but must understand that interest has served when good come to the North. North must not see the South likewise. Whether from the winding creeks of Niger Delta, the fastness of northern Savannah, the boardroom of Lagos, the building, bustling capital of Abuja, as busy market of Onitsha. You are all my people. As your president, I shall serve you with prejudice towards none, but compassion and amity towards all. In the coming days and weeks, my team will publicly detail the key aspects of our economic program. Today, permit me to outline in broad terms a few initiatives that define our concept of progressive good governance and furtherance of the Nigerian idea. The principles that will guide our administration are very simple. Nigeria will be impartially governed according to the rule of law, Constitution. We shall defend the nation from terror and all forms of criminality that threaten the peace and stability of our country. We shall remodel our economy to bring our growth and develop the GDP much better, achieve the GDP much better than we have today. I assure you. Do that through job creation, food security, and an end to extreme poverty. In our administration, women and youth will feature prominently. Our government will continue to take proactive steps, such as championing a credit culture, to discourage corruption, while strengthening the effectiveness and efficiency of the various anti-corruption agencies. That's to be a continued work in progress. Security shall be top priority of our administration, because neither prosperity nor justice can prevail amid insecurity and violence. To effectively tackle this, we shall reform both our security doctrine and its architecture. We shall invest more in our security personnel, and it means more than an increase in number. We shall provide better training, equipment, pay, and power. On the economy, we target a GDP not less than 6% growth. We aim to accomplish all of this by taking the following steps. Budgetary reform, stimulating the economy without engendering inflation. Industrial policy to utilize the full range of domestic manufacturing and lessen import dependency. The electricity will become more accessible and affordable to businesses and homes alike. Power generation should nearly double, and transmission and distribution network must improve significantly. We will encourage various state governments to continue to participate in this effort. Power generation and distribution of their own. I have a message for our investors, local and foreign. Our government shall review all the complaints about multiple taxation. And review various anti-investment inhibitions. We shall ensure that investors and foreign businesses repatriate their hard-earned dividends and profits owed. My administration must create meaningful opportunities for our youth. We shall honor our campaign commitment of 1 million jobs in the digital economy. Our government also shall work with the National Assembly to fashion an omnibus job and prosperity bill. This will give our administration the policy space to embark on labor-intensive infrastructural development, improvement, and encourage light industry, provide improved social services for the poor, elderly, and vulnerable. On agriculture, rural income shall be secured by Commodity Exchange Board, guaranteeing minimal prices for certain crops. Animal products, a nationwide program for the storage and facilities to reduce spoilage and waste. All of that will be undertaken. Agricultural hubs will be created throughout the nation to increase production and engage in credit, promote credit, engage in value-added processing. the livestock, we introduce the best modern practices and steps taken to minimize the perennial conflict. Through this, food will be made more abundant, yet less costly. Farmers shall earn more while the average Nigerians pay less. On infrastructure, we shall continue the effort of the Buhari administration on infrastructure development there, and know how many railroad and water construction are. On fuel subsidy, unfortunately, the budget that I've glimpsed before I assumed office and what I've heard is that no provision is there for fuel subsidy. The fuel subsidy is gone. Subsidy can no longer justify it ever increasing cost in the wake of dry resources. We shall instead channel whatever to fund to better investment in public infrastructure, education, healthcare, and jobs that will materially improve life for people. Monetary policy. Your house cleaning, thorough house cleaning is necessary. The central bank must work towards a unified exchange rate. This will direct the fund from arbitrage to meaningful investment and the plant and equipment. Jobs that are powered, that will power the real economy. Interest rate needs to come down. Currently too high, anti-people, anti-business. We have to work on all of them. To me, I know I've taken you through a winding time, a long time today. I will end this speech by assuring that the mandate you have given me is not misplaced. The confidence is there. Hope is back for Nigeria. Just let us be united. Thank you. God bless Nigeria. God bless Federal Republic of Ghana.
Your Excellencies, most distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, that has been the inaugural address by the new President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Grand Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic. Please may we put our hands together once more for His Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal
Excellence,
Republic.
invités distingués, Mesdames et Messieurs, vous venez d'entendre l'allocution présidentielle de Son Excellence, le Président de la République fédérale du Nigeria et commandant en chef des forces armées du Nigeria, Son Excellence, Président Bola Ahmed Tinubu, JCRF. Merci, Excellence.
We've just listened to the new president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, give his inaugural speech. He praised the work of the founding fathers and also the collective sacrifices of the Nigerian people in protecting the country's democracy and ensuring a seamless transition. He praised his predecessor, Muhammadu Tinubu, as a patriotic and honest president who did his best for the country that he loves. He called him a worthy partner and friend, and the new president prayed that history will be kind to his predecessor. He also praised the resilience of Nigeria and Nigerians, saying, though our burdens might bend us, it will never break us. Concerning his administration, President Tinubu promised to govern over the people but not rule, to dialogue but not dictate, to heal the nation and not injure it. He also talked about the election, saying it was a hard-fought contest that was fairly won and reflected the will of the people. He says his opponents will always remain his compatriots, even as he supports their bid to seek legal redress as enshrined in the Constitution. Well, looking at our screen now, we can see that the former president of Nigeria, that the new president prays history will be kind to, has arrived in Katsina. I guess he'll be moving to his home state, Daura. He's made it very clear, that he's looking forward to it, and I guess the moment is now. He's on his way home.
All right, and there's a whole lot to get into with respect to what we just heard from the President Tinubu about fuel subsidies. You're seeing the breaking news right there. It says fuel subsidies are gone. He also says monetary policy needs thorough cleaning, and that the Central Bank of Nigeria should work towards a single exchange rate. He's also targeting a minimum of 6% GDP growth. We might leave the studio at 7 p.m. tonight because we've got Miss Professor Bongo Adi of the Lagos Business School, Professor of Economics at the Lagos Business School, to speak with us. Professor, you are very, very welcome. Good afternoon to you. First of all, before we jump into the economics, what do you make of what we've seen so far?